Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. Another great adventure. So we came down to Palm Beach, Florida, and we're, as you guys always know, we're into new adventures, new endeavors, and so some friends of ours mentioned this about going fishing for some big sailfish, some big fish. So we were like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea to go out and do something totally different than we've never done. We've not done the fishing trips. So anyway, we ventured down here, and here we are, man. We just started Thursday as a practice round, and then Friday and Saturday with the fishing tournament. So we were in the Jupiter Billfish Classic. You know, our captain, Captain Andrew. We're using the boat Fish On.
Yep.
And then we had Captain Andrew, and then we had Austin and Blair.
Great guys.
They were the great guys, first mates. Man, they just rocked it out. But I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, the first day we knew was kind of like a fun day because we were testing it out on Thursday to see what we were going to do and how everything rolled. So we kind of figured out the lay of the land, how things work.
Which was super helpful.
Oh my gosh. If we wouldn't have done that, we would have probably been in a mess on the first day.
Oh, for sure.
But listen, if you just catch I was telling Captain Andrew, I was joking with him, I said, we just need to catch one. And he's like, I think we could do that. So we ended up catching 14 on the first day, and we actually were in the first place on day one. So we were rocking and rolling, and what an experience. The very first catches we had in that tournament were 4, a quad, which, I mean, Clay was everywhere over the boat. I
didn't know which way to point the camera. Here, there, fish are jumping everywhere. Didn't know which way to go.
Over, under. Everybody's trying to figure out what to do, but we landed all 4 of them.
We did.
I mean, that was amazing just to see that happen. And these were some big fish, 50 to 80 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you, honestly, but they were big.
They were all big fish, and it might take a quick one would be 10 minutes. A long one would be 30 minutes. So when you have 4 fish and everybody's running from one side to the other, and the Captain Andrew absolutely did an amazing job.
Oh, he did.
I mean, he moved that boat around like it was a Porsche. I'm telling you, he would roll it right back to the fish as fast as he could, and everybody's reeling in as quick as they can, trying to get close, and then, all they have to do is grab the leader, and then we consider it a caught fish. So, I mean...
And the leader is the part of it's basically the break in the 2 lines.
Right.
It's actually the part of the line that's meant to break off. It dissolves, the hook in their mouth dissolves and everything.
Yep.
Over the course of a couple days. They said 2 to 7 days it'll dissolve, but that's what the leader is.
Right.
That you have to catch.
Right. So we all caught those, and we rocked through the day, and man, we were fired up. I mean, one of the coolest things is coming into that marina, and you got all your flags up because they put the flags up of how many fish you catch. So, I mean, you got 14 flags flying. I mean, everybody's looking at you, and you're like, you're the main person, right? As soon as you come in, everybody's checking that out. So, and they actually record, like, every time you catch fish. I mean, this is on GoPro, so they record it, and it's in a little SD card, and they hand it off to one of the officials, and they review it each night, and that's how they tell how many fish have been caught and where the standings are. So that was day one.
And where you're forgetting one important detail on day one. There was some waves. That boat was rocking. Holy smokes.
17 to 20 mile per hour winds. I mean, when you went to the back of the boat, it looked like, it was like the Titanic. I thought we were going down. When he starts backing the boat up, the waves are just rolling over you. And he's trying to catch up with the fish, and he's going against the waves. So the waves are pounding you, and they're trying to hang on, and you got your head down, and you're reeling as fast as you can reel. I mean, water's standing in the boat. Everything's floating around the back of the boat. It is total chaos.
And with 4 people trying to dance around each other, the video doesn't do it any justice. But being there, my goodness.
It was crazy. The wind, the weather, but they say that makes it better, and it did.
It did.
I mean, we were like, wow. He said, tomorrow will be a different story, and was he not true, man? I mean, I would have never caught, I was just trying to think we might catch 7. 14, we were like, holy cow, we were 2 shy of their record, if that tells you anything. And these guys have been fishing for a long time. So, Yeah, we did rocked it out. Everybody's fired up. All right, so day 2, Claymore, take that off.
Day 2, what did we start off with again? We started off with the quad.
Oh man, here we go.
Right off the bat.
Like, this is it.
Yeah, this is it. We're doing it. And we were up to, we had 11 in the boat by 11:30. And I should tell you, the waves were a little bit less. You know, the day was still a little bit choppy in the morning, but it definitely got better as the morning went on. And by the afternoon, it was about almost the same as day, during the practice day at least. It was about the same.
Yeah.
And it was I mean, we were like, we got this in the bag.
Yep.
We're going to win first place overall.
Yep.
And after 11:30, I mean, we had boats coming in on us. They could hear, I guess they could hear over the radio how many we were catching. Then everyone else, it just seemed like they were coming straight to us. So our captain was just like, we're getting out of here. Yep. You know, we're going to another little honey hole that I know of.
Yeah, one of them got so close that we were catching one of our fish, and their kites, which we'll have to explain that here in just a second, the kite that we're using to fish with, their kite was tangled up with our kite. So we're having to tell them what to do and how to maneuver that, you know. So it was, I mean, everybody got a little too close, so he decided to cut out. And then, you know, we just had some rough luck from that point on. I mean, we didn't catch another fish, but I mean, we caught 11. It's kind of hard to say anything bad when you catch 11 fish by 11:30.
Yeah, it's hard to say anything bad about that.
We did good. I mean, we still did good. I mean, that was day 2, and then
from 11:30 to 3:30 though.
Yep.
We really didn't catch any more after that, but hey man, that's fishing. It's not catching, you know.
That's
but
exactly
we still
right.
did really good.
Yeah. So I think you know, we ended up first on day 1, and then we think that we might have ended up like 3rd on day 2, and then maybe, I don't know, 2nd in the money, overall money or whatever.
Yeah,
for the tournament. So.
Yeah, we're not quite sure yet because they're still doing the scores. Tonight is the banquet, so we don't know the official, but we'll put down in the description what the official score was, and the title will say it too as well.
Right. So, but man, what a great tournament. Never have done that before, done anything like this. I mean, even going back to the fishing piece of it, I've never seen this happen before, and this is kind of what intrigued me about doing this. So when we're fishing, they put kites out, 2 different kites out on each side, and from those kites, they have like clips, and they'll run 3 different lines from these clips off of each side. So you're fishing with basically six poles or 6 lines. You can use 7. And so we're using big bait, like maybe big shad or whatever they call them. I mean, they're really big fish, and they're live. And you're using a cork about halfway, and so you're watching your bait move around, and the sailfish come up and hit it. So you've got, it's one of the coolest things. You can actually see, it's almost like topwater fishing if you're freshwater fishing. You're seeing the fish come up and hit the bait. Really, really cool. And then, man, the sailfish put on the show.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It is definitely a bucket list item. I want to do it again. I can't wait to do it again. But this is, so Captain Andrew has the boat fish on down here in Jupiter, Florida for 6 months. And then he has it up in Ocean City, Maryland for 6 months. So, you know, if you guys, we'll leave some info on him at the podcast, or, you know, if you pull up our YouTube videos, you'll see that. We'll leave a
description.
We'll leave all that stuff if you guys want to look him up. And like I said, he did a great job. I mean, moving that boat around and just having everything set up. You can tell it was first class. I mean, this guy is a class act, and his whole crew too. I mean, Blair and Austin both did an awesome job, you know. So
there's a method. It's organized, it's neat, and they repeat that process so many times per day. They have got it down, and it makes it's smooth.
Yeah, these guys are professional.
About as smooth as this.
As smooth as this. That's exactly right. So we're gonna roll into what we're having today. This is called Widow Jane, and this whiskey was aged for 15 years. It's called the Vaults. It's probably one of the most rarest whiskeys they have, and unique thing about this, you know, it was founded or invented in 2012 by Daniel Preston, and so he created it. And the whiskey is actually distilled out of Kentucky, and it's used some of the whiskeys, a blend from Indiana and Kentucky, and So anyways, most people get it confused because he's from up in New York and that area, but they think it's a New York whiskey. It's not. It's distilled down in Kentucky, which most of them are, and then it's actually bottled in New York. They finished this particular whiskey off, this one right here, in, it's from a wood, and in Kentucky it's called chinkapin, and it's basically like a hardwood, a chestnut hardwood, and so it's finished off in that, and creates a really strong molasses taste, a really deep and rich taste. But the unique thing about this whiskey is they bottle it up in New York, and they actually put limestone mineral water into this that was taken from some of the Rosendale mines, which mined limestone in New York. Those mines shut down, years ago, but they still have a lot of water and stuff that comes through it, and somehow the limestone in there creates this water to be very unique. The limestone, most people know this, the limestone that they used out of these mines created created the pedestals and the foundations for like the Empire State Building, the Brooklyn Bridge, Statue of Liberty, all these pedestals, because it was so strong, and they created, that's what most people know of, the limestone up there, and that's what they used it for. But the unique thing about it is they always put a little bit of this mineral water from the limestones into this whiskey, and that's why most people know it as a New York whiskey, but it's really distilled down in Kentucky. But man, it's got a rich taste to it. It's got a kind of a butterscotch taste to it. So
yeah, very syrupy, coats the palate very well.
Yep.
It's low proof.
Yep, absolutely.
What was this one?
99 proof.
99 proof.
Like
it's
a good
whiskey.
whiskey.
It could be a good breakfast whiskey.
First time I've ever had it. Yeah, first time I ever had it. And I'm telling you, I'm missing out because it's a good one. So you can tell Clay and I haven't worked on it very much, but we will. So, But anyway, it's been what a great adventure, man. We just appreciate coming down here, all these guys setting us up, and man, what a great tournament. We ended up good. And so, off to another adventure, man.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah,
turkey hunting's coming up.
Turkey hunting's coming up. You guys stick around. We got some great things going this year. We got a turkey hunting. We're gonna do some iguana hunting, python hunting.
We're gonna be hunting with Python Cowboy in June or July. So
yeah, it's gonna be a good
we're
time.
We're excited about that. But if y'all have enjoyed this podcast and the video, comment, like, subscribe. It really does help us out. We're
jump in there and you guys make some comments on it. Let us know if we need to do anything different, and if not, we're going to keep rallying on and doing our adventures, and you guys stay tuned. Hang in there.
Here we go. Deal.